Hello, my lovely Muppeteers. It is good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. This popped up on my feed, and it's Frankie Boyle. Haven't reacted to him in a while, so I figured this would be a good one to pop up on the channel for a reaction. This is Frankie Boyle on why Scots despise England. Now, I know it's a big family argument thing, but I'm sure not all Scots despise England. Yes, no, maybe. Maybe. We need some of the Scottish on here to clarify that for me, but I'm sure I'm going to get answers all over the spectrum. But it's good to see Frankie Boyle again. Let's see his take on why Scots despise England. This is also from Live at the Apollo. I'll leave a link in the description below this video so you can check out the Live at the Apollo channel, because, God, I've probably done like 30 or 40 Live at the Apollo reactions by now. So I'll leave it in there for you. Anyway, let's check out Frankie Boyle and why Scots despise England. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's check it out. Take it away, Frankie. Here we go.
I have a theory that masturbation is a kind of summoning spell for your own rational mind. Because we're all so driven by hormones and by desire. Sometimes you've got to have a wank to speak to your real self. You have a wank, you go, oh, I should have shagged my ex one last time. I'll text her, I'll meet her, I'll shag her. And then you come and a little voice comes on in your head that goes, yeah, don't do that, mate. You've got to be careful with jokes, haven't you? Because not everybody's got a sense of humour. I can remember when I first realised not everybody's got a sense of humour. I was 13, I was at school and we were doing a class on stereotypes. The teacher was a really good guy. He's just talking about how stupid stereotypes are. And he was talking about a stereotype that day that's so old-fashioned and so Scottish that you definitely won't have heard it. Have you ever heard the stereotype that deaf people are really strong? That was a genuine thing when I was growing up. Deaf people, particularly deaf and dumb people, were believed to be really strong. And the teacher said, think how stupid that is. Have you ever seen a deaf contender for the heavyweight championship of the world? And me, aged 13, I put my hand up and I went, there was one, sir, but he was disqualified for punching after the bell.
Now we see where you get it from, Frankie.
Nobody laughed. And I knew right then that life was going to feel pretty long. You've got to have a bit of leeway with jokes, haven't you? I can't write jokes for the average person, can I? The average person is Chinese.
That's not where I thought he was going with that. I thought he was going to do that. Again, I always talk about George Carlin, but he had a joke about about how stupid people are. I'm probably one of them, but he was talking about how stupid people. He was like, think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize that half of them are stupider than that. That's where I thought he was going with that kind of thing.
So I'm from Glasgow, a city where people think that hepatitis B is a fucking vitamin. To explain Glasgow's attitude to you, this happened to me recently. I was having a wee snooze in a park, because my career's been going really well lately. I was having a wee doze under a tree, and a guy came up to me and he went, do you know your problem? You're fucking unapproachable. Glasgow's like an entirely negative city. I went to a coffee shop one time. Two middle-aged women sat across from me, and they started to moan as they sat down about how long they thought the coffee was going to take. So nothing had happened, and they were both angry. The coffee turned up, and the first one takes a sip and goes, that's not very good, is it? And the second one takes a sip of hers and goes, I don't even like coffee. I think English people don't really understand Scottish attitudes. You think that we all just want to see the English football team get beaten, but actually a lot of us would much rather see the team plane crash into an oil refinery.
Yo, I've seen this. Oh my god! When I was doing live streams, watch-alongs for a couple of the World Cup games when that was going on, and fucking actually, and then the Euro Cup because England got to the finals. I think it was the Euro Cup, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but. Dude, there was like a dozen Scots in the chat that were just shitting on the English football team, and and you could see just from the way they were typing shit and the responses that they were getting, they were loving it. It feels like it felt like it was a sport on its own, just shitting on the English national team. Oh god, and there was some people getting really upset, and I know the Scots that were trolling them were just fucking loving it. So I've seen it firsthand. It was wild to see.
Just want to see the English football team get beaten, but actually a lot of us would much rather see the team plane crash into an oil refinery. I enjoyed reading about Sam Allardyce. I didn't realise English football had a corruption problem. I thought the only problems in English football were racism, sexism, homophobia, match-fixing, gambling, sexual assaults and the failure to perform at major tournaments.
And everybody cheers. Oh my god. I don't know what he's referring to at the end there, but I'm sure there's some stories and a lot of disagreements behind that. Oh man, poking the bear. Frankie Boyle. Oh man. But yeah, that a nice little short clip there from Frankie Boyle. It was good to see him again. Shout out to Scotland. But I'm telling you, man, those live streams were wild. Looking at the chats and seeing and it wasn't just Scotland shitting on the English. And this was especially going on during I think it was the Euro Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, during those live streams, especially in the title game, when it was clear that England was not going to win, oh my God, it was like a firestorm was let off in the chat, and there was a lot of Scots in there shitting on the England team. There was some Welsh and Irish too in there shitting on him, but hey, England made it there. It seems that none of the other teams from the UK did, so I don't know. That was just wild to see. Like I would keep looking at the chat going, oh my God, like this shit is getting, and it wasn't some of it wasn't all in like good taste either. Somebody were really saying some nasty shit about the England's football team, but most of the people in the chat took it pretty well. Some didn't, but it's crazy. It's crazy to me as an American because it's like watching from the outside live in a chat room, seeing you guys have like a massive family argument in the middle of a football match. It was crazy to see. Anyway, good stuff there from Frankie Boyle yet again. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely day.